And the evidence gathered in the course thereof or in the investigation is already or somewhat pointing to him as one of the perpetrators of the crime. Meaning to say, hindi mo Tagalog? Meaning to say, pag may hinuli kang tao o inimbestigahan at meron ka na ebidensya na nagtuturo na malamang sa hindi, kaysa sa hindi na siya na yung gumawa ng krimen o involved sa investigation ng kaso, that's the time that you should stop questioning him because he should be now under the custodial interrogation. Pero kung mere question and answer lang, gathering evidence pa lang, wala pa. Pero kung later on, lalabas sa investigation na siya yung didemanda mo, dapat tumigil ka na ng pagtatanong. Dapat i-exercise niya itong right niya under Section 12 of Article 3. Of course, the law enforcers, the policemen, the NBI agents, and all other people in the government who is tasked under the law to conduct criminal investigation of a person. Siguro, pati yung before, because what he may say may later be incriminatory against him. Incriminatory, ibig sabihin, it may be used against him. His own statement may be used against him or pwedeng gamitin sa kanya, laban sa kanya later on, yung kanya bibitaw mga salita kung hindi siya mapoprotektahan ng custodial investigation. Qualifications. There's no such qualification. Of course, it would be any police officer or NBI agent or any law enforcer tasked to investigate a case or a person is of course qualified to do the investigation or custodial interrogation investigation. But it would be better if the person who will do the custodial investigation interrogation is experienced or somewhat an expert in that particular field wherein the investigation is being done. Let's say if it is a violence against women and children case, complaint, dapat pwede babae yung nag-i-interrogate sa kanya. Kung babae yung suspect, diba? At saka dapat may background siya on how to deal with that kind of investigation. Kung murderer naman, dapat yung medyo o anti-fraud, dapat yung dapat medyo familiar ka rin sa familiar ka rin sa iniimbestigahan mo. Tsaka alam dapat ng investigador yung rights ng taong iniimbestigahan na wag ma-violate. Kasi kung hindi, pwede siyang makasalit na siyang magdemanda sa tao na yun. Baka later na siya mademanda pag binayolate niya ito. Custodial interrogation, ang gumagawa niyan, police officers. Sila yung nagtatanong doon sa suspects or taong iniimbestigahan, properly observing these rights. Okay? Yung preliminary investigation, nangyayari yan after the police officers or the NBI agents filed the criminal complaint before the prosecutor's office. So the complaint now is with the prosecutor's office or the fiscal report, di ba? Sila ngayon, after that filing of the complaint from the investigation of the police officer, napunta sa prosecutor's office, doon na mapasok ngayon yung preliminary investigation. Tapos na yung custodial interrogation, i-file na ng law enforcer yung complaint sa piskalya. Ngayon, yung prosecutor na kayo nag-handle ng kaso, yun na yung tinatawag na preliminary investigation. Diba? Doon, nagkukontak yung piskalya doon ng mga ini-evaluate ng prosecutor yung ebidensya na pinili ng law enforcer, including the evidence gathered in the course of this custodial interrogation versus the defense statement or counter-affidavit submitted by the suspects or the people or the persons charged. Titingnan ngayon niya ng prosecutor under the preliminary investigation proceeding kung ano ang mas mabigat na may masiyahan. Pinapapanawalaan niyo yung law enforcer, i-elevate niya yung kaso sa korte para mag-hearing na. Pag mahina yung kaso, mas malakas yung depensa ng suspects, didismiss niya yung complaint. Hindi na makakabot sa korte yung kaso. Upon arrest or upon being invited by a police officer, karapatan to. The person cannot, the law enforcement cannot compel a person being invited or being arrested to say something unless being informed. Basta once na na-focus na yung investigation, ang term dyan, once the investigation is being focused already to that person as a possible suspect, dapat in-book na niya kagad yun, huwag na siya magsalita, di ba? Siguro, nakapag ka ng mga hearing sa Senado, di ba? Sasabihin mo, I would like, sabihin mo mga tinatanong, I would like to invoke my right to remain silent, mga gano'n, di ba? Yun eh, umiiwas sila, later on, baka magamit lamang sa kanilang statement na yun. Unless pwede nila sabihin yun, kung meron ng lawyer or counsel assisting them, at sabihin sila, sige, sabihin mo lang, okay lang yan. I'll make sure na these rights of the people under investigation should be observed. Ginagawa namin sa NBI, pag may ganito, we observe this, we inform him of his right to remain silent. May joke nga dyan eh. Okay na joke nga naman ito, alam naman ito lahat eh. Sabihin na, you have the right to remain silent forever. Patayin mo, Hindi yun, ha? Hindi forever, ha? You have the right to remain silent. Kasi huwag ka magkasalita, di ba? You have the right to remain silent. Tapos, you have the right to counsel of your own choice. If you have no counsel, the office will provide you with one who is competent and independent and ready to defend you or to protect your rights. Kasi otherwise nga, magiging inadmissible eh. Minsan sasabihin nung suspect, wala po ako abogado eh, bibigyan namin siya. Matatawag kami sa public attorney's office minsan. Minsan, private counsel, kung okay sa kanya. Secret detention places, alam niyo naman siguro dyan, di ba? Solitary, nag-iisa, di ba? And other similar forms of detention are prohibited. So kasama doon yung komunikado, halos yun din ang meaning na yun. Para bang bubukod mo yung tao, i-isolate mo siya, ilalayo mo siya sa madlang people, parang is English, incommunicate. Pagkabawala mo siya na makapag-communicate sa ibang tao, parang yung right to counsel, di ba? Di ba sa bibigyan ng right to counsel, yung right to talk to his or her relatives, to her parents, di ba? Ganun ba? Hindi yun. Bawal din yun. Prohibited. If the police officers violated these rights of the suspects or accused under Article 3, Section 3 of the Constitution, pwede i-demanda ng sabi ko kanina, sa halip mag-demanda yung law enforcer, pag binayolate ng law enforcer, siya ang i-demanda ngayon ng suspects or mga accused. Because the law enforcer should observe these rights. The right, dapat i-inform na yung, alam niyo siguro, di ba? The right to inform, his right to remain silent, di ba? Or his right to be a competent and independent counsel of his own choice, etc., etc., di ba? Dapat i-inform yan. Once na hindi gawin ng law enforcer yun, baka pwede siyang ma-demanda ng accused or suspect administrative and criminal case. Cases may be filed against the investigator in violation of this provision. At saka hindi lang yun, all the evidence gathered in the course of that questioning will not be accepted by the court. Will be is inadmissible as evidence.
He is apprehended. He is arrested without a warrant of arrest or with a warrant of arrest. Then he is taken under police custody. So upon his arrest by a law enforcer, meaning police officers or members of investigation o kaya ng law enforcement agency, pag inulis niya, he is taken into custody. When he is taken into custody and he is investigated, ang tawag na sa investigation na custodial investigation. Kasi nasa custody siya ng, let's say, ng police at iniimbestigahan siya. So, yun. Pagka iniimbestigahan siya, under custodial investigation, ang person, doon na pumapasok para kanyang rights. Rights, hindi rights of the accused yun, ha? Rights of a suspect pa lang yun. Kasi tayo merong public attorney's office, tawag-tawag dun. Easy accessible yan in every city, municipality, yung office nila. Usually malapit sa mga jails o sa municipal city halls. So, ang government, yan ang pinoprovide agad yung public attorney's office. Sa ano na yun, case na yun, di-lecture ng Supreme Court yung mga huli na dapat kahit kasi yung mga huli papasahan ng rights. Okay? Papasahan na right to counsel, right to remain silent, na right to be informed of the charges against him or her. Merong rights yung suspect during investigation, merong rights during the preliminary investigation sa opisina ng prosecutor. Tapos meron ding rights pagka nasa court na yung kaso. Ang tawag sa tao na chinarge sa court, criminal case, accused. Ang tawag sa tao na chinarge sa office of the prosecutor, sa respondent. So, pag nasa police pa lang, suspect, portion doon. Yung portion doon sa bill of rights na for the accused o yung person na huli na i-reduce doon sa literal term rules of court. Sa rules of court naman yung rights of the accused na lang.
Every Filipino should be aware of these rights to prevent abuses from the person in authority.
Kaya kita nyo, ang daing kinakawawang tao. Ang daing napapagsamantalahan. Kasi hindi nga alam tong rights na to. Ang daing talagang nakukulong ng innocent.